it just gets worse for Liverpool before half-time.
Presto! Il Milan passa dal possibile pareggio al 2-0. Incredibile al 38esimo.
From possibly being a penalty within 15-20 seconds. AC Milan feel the game is over.
It was definitely a penalty. I mean, in my opinion, it was a penalty, and as I said then, maybe a few of us had moaned at the referee or looking at the referee, and bang, bang, it's 2-0 just before half-time, so it was, you know, a blow to concede a goal.
You sometimes lose yourself in the injustice of it, and meanwhile the other team have gone with the ball, and you're up shit creek.
They scored second goal, and at that moment I said, oh, it doesn't look good at all. I thought, oh my God, 2-0 down, it doesn't look good.
Everybody thought this is in the bank now. So after the second one, everybody was already cheering and sending texts home and calling friends. They were expecting a few more from AC Milan, frankly. The difference in the match was so clear that undoubtedly we would have scored some more.
And they split again here, another chance for Crespo! Another goal for Hernan Crespo, and it's 3-0 to Milan.
When that third goal went in, it was kind of a horror movie unfolding very, very slowly before your eyes, and you were out of control. You couldn't do anything. It was like a nightmare, really. Just this kind of shock, really, you know, that we were being stripped bare and humiliated before the world.
It was big shock, big shock. I was very angry. I think most of the players, they were very angry, you know.
Sounds defeatist, but you're just thinking, you know, can't wait for this game to be over. I don't want this to be an embarrassment and, you know, go maybe 4, 5, maybe even 6, you know what I mean? Because at the time, the way they were playing, they were just cutting us open. There was just too much quality for us first half.
After this first half, I started to write my story. Glory, glory, hallelujah, AC Milan.
We had cracked open the champagne and started celebrating. There was no question we were going to be European champions.
What kept going through my head was, what are the worst defeats in European Cup finals? Are we going to suffer? Is there going to be some sort of historical, horrible moment here where we record the worst defeat in European Cup final?
Game over. And to be honest, on air, I said, that's it, no way back. That was the lowest of low as a Liverpool fan I've ever been.
3-0 down and seemingly on the verge of European humiliation, Liverpool's dream of a 5th title was almost certainly over. AC Milan 3, Liverpool 0. The Reds' European dream was turning into a nightmare. Some Liverpool fans were finding it all too much to bear.
The third goal just before half-time, I couldn't see any coming back into the game at all. I just didn't see any way that we were going to go back into the game. I remember I walked to the back of the stadium at half-time, and I was just literally kind of shocked walking around, and a fella stormed past me and left. And I shouted to him, come back in, mate, you know, it's not that bad. And he went to give him 2 fingers, and I just thought, well, I know what he's thinking. I went up to the top of behind the goal and seemed to be just walking round in some like state of shock is all I can describe it. And then just before the second half was due to start, some mad reason decided to leave.
Milan have hit them heavy, and Milan have 8 fingers on the trophy.
In the Liverpool dressing room, Rafa Benitez was facing the most important half-time team talk of his managerial career.
Everyone just deflated, no one really said a word, everyone just sitting there, you know, head in their hands type of thing. But as I said, my fear was that it wasn't going to be an embarrassment for the club, because I mean, at that stage, you're not believing that you're going to win the cup.
I think it's gone and dusted, unless we're about to see the most miraculous game of European football ever.
The coach said, Jesse, keep your head up, because you know, his second half is coming up, keep your head up. I said, yeah, keep your head up. We're losing 3-0, you know, and how you can keep your head up?
No more goals. I said, no more goals, because if we consider again and again, it can be very bad. It can be debacle, it can be bad. And I said, maybe if he score 1, maybe we need to score at least one goal for our supporters.
I just felt so sorry for them that a lot of them have paid that type of money, to go on there, and then we've put on a performance like that, and then they're still doing their bit, singing and cheering us on, and we're thinking we've basically let them down.
As you can hear, even though they're 3-0 down, the Liverpool fans are just seeing if sheer fan power alone can lift the team.
And the North Stand started singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," and it's funny, I've never heard it sung like that before, ever. It was almost like a prayer. Everybody just wanted it so much, and there was almost a kind of desperation, and I've never ever heard it sung like that.
They sung throughout half time, and I think that shows how passionate they are and how great supporters they are. And obviously it's good to know you have these people behind you.
I don't know if it was the fans feeling sorry for themselves or trying to rally the team. I'd like to think it was the latter. And it was superb the way they sang it right from the heart, and it touched the nerve, obviously, the players, and the manager said, listen to that. You've got to go out and do it for them.
In the Milan dressing room, the players felt they already had one hand on the trophy. Even they were surprised at just how easy the first half had been.
Well, when you look at it, it went quite easy, to be fair, and I think nobody expected it, that we went 3-0 up in the first half, not even ourselves, of course,
The game was finished for all, except then for God.
The second half starts, and we see that all our players are impeccably groomed and start worrying about the hairdos more than the way of playing. And we start having a bit of a funny feeling.
Things started really going downhill, really downhill, in 6 minutes.
What was about to unfold would surely go down as the most incredible 6 minutes in football history.
A man back to Alonso. Alonso turns to his left, plays it through to Lisa on the left side. Lisa hits it against Cafu and it comes back to him. Lisa puts it back into the box. Penalty goal! Oh, he's got it! And the captain has delivered a blow to AC Milan.
That's what give everyone a lift. Just even the supporters, get the supporters going again, give the players a bit of belief.
But Steven Gerrard has urged some thousands.
But here's the one that had to get that goal. It was almost written in stone that he should get that goal and take everybody up a notch.
He's saying, come on, let's give this a go. Let's have a go. Let's try and just give it our best shot.
It wasn't like, I've just scored a consolation goal. It's like, something, we've got enough time to turn this round. And, when your captain calls to arms like that, then let's have it.
The Felton Smiths are just outside the area, and I'm thinking, don't hit it, don't waste it, don't hit it, don't hit it. And then he hit it, and it went in. I'm like, all right, hit it.
I'm not big shooter, but sometimes you have to try to shoot, and there were too many players that had no other option. So I try to hit it as much as I can, and just try to hit the target, and that was a great moment. That was great reward for me, and I didn't know what to do. I just ran and enjoyed it. That was really good.
When Vladdy scores and Vladdy rules away like that, that was belief. That was understanding that we can win it.
And you think, game on, and the excitement. And people were going,
I saw every Liverpool player wanting to get the ball and get it back to the halfway line, because they knew then they had them on the rack.
Obviously the first one gives you a bit of hope, but I think this one gives you belief now that you are going to do. We had another half an hour to go. I think you could just see in them on faces, must have been, couldn't believe what was going on, probably the same way we felt when it was 2 or 3-0.
They at this point were like shell shocked.
Suddenly, people were quiet, smiles were gone away, People started switching off the mobile phones, which were receiving texts from friends. Oh, congratulations, you won again. And that's when the mood really changed. Not with the first one, but with the second one.